Hi guys, welcome to another edition of RevsFanTV, where this week we'll be previewing the Revolution's home matchup against FC Cincinnati. Let's get started right away. I'm sorry for the delay this week. Been a little crazy week, but let's take a look at last week's loss, the 3-2 loss to Toronto. That was controversial. I thought the boys did play well. I thought my prediction last week was a 2-2 draw on the road. I thought that we deserved a 2-2 draw. The offsides on Tony, the ball played through to Chapman. It kind of hurt a lot. I kind of felt like that whole play just stopped when the line, the side official put up his flag. I guess nowadays with VAR, you have to play it straight through. I do look back last year, and I think about Teal's goal that was played like that was played back to him by the defender. And it's a tough one. We take the lumps and just keep moving forward. On the other hand, I thought it was a good performance. I thought the boys played hard. But again, points matter, and so far we have 1 point from 3 games, and that's no bueno. So looking ahead, this week's home matchup, we got a 4 p.m. kickoff, back-to-back Sundays for us. The weather looks like it's going to be really nice, 57 and sunny out, mostly sunny. Like I said, we recapped some of the stuff I thought of last week. It was the 3-2 loss on the road. Again, we came out with a 4-3-3. We had Gil playing the false forward, which I thought was really good. I had hoped for that last week when we were going over our weekly preview. I like the false 9 for him. I do think that Teal played really well. I have to give him credit. Teal's not always the most gifted on the ball, but he works really hard. He's got a high work rate. He drew that penalty in the box, and for the life of me, I still don't know how Mavinga didn't get a yellow card. It was borderline red. If that's a 67th or 70th minute challenge, I can almost guarantee you it's a red card. I have no idea why refs don't play the same card early in the game. It should be straight through. I just don't understand how he'd even get a yellow card there. It makes no sense to me. A tackle from behind and clearly didn't even win the ball. I thought it was actually, in my opinion, more of a red card, but a yellow card should at least been shown there. Carlos Gil continues to steal the show for us. 3 goals, 3 games. He took that PK, was nothing that Bono could do. That shot was taken quite well. And his second goal, a little bit of a deflection, but he played quite well. You look at his stats again. We keep playing straight through him. He is our man up front. 26 successful passes in the opponent's half, 17 successful passes in the final third, which is great, and 1 key pass. Teal, he had 1 PK1, and like I said, playing really hard. He had 5 aerial duels, 1 in the opponent's half, which was really good for us, and 8 successful passing in the final third. Taking a look at some of our defensive players, Edgar Castillo had a great game. I'm very happy that we have him at left back. I think it's going to be a huge addition to us. He had 28 successful passes in the opponent's half, which is great, and 17 successful passes in the final third. So we are getting that attacking play down the left side. Delamea, I know that he could be faulty for kind of sliding him late there and then getting back up and playing that ball with the gentleman offsides, but he had 6 clearances and 4 interceptions. So overall, tough loss on the road. It's always tough to win. I really wish we would have got the draw there. The 1 point from 3 games is not good. The East is really buried down right now, so there's plenty of chances to move around. We want a few teams playing this weekend, so hopefully we can get some points at home. FC Cincinnati, they opened up on the road. Their first road loss was 4-1 at Seattle. They came back home, opening crowd. You thought for sure they'd have a good performance, and they played well there. They 3-0 win against the Timbers. The Timbers back line and the whole defense this year has been awful. Claude Diana got the start, and he was pitiful. It's glad to see him going. He's responsible for 2 goals there. There's one he kind of ducked. I don't know if he was hoping that he was shading the goalie or somebody's going to see before him, but and then he was totally caught, off marking Kendall Watson on that first goal. He was just really bad. For the Timbers, Matteo DiPalange played really good. He had 1 goal. Players to watch out for also coming up to us is Kakuna Mane. He was in pretty good form. They do have like an odd formation if you look on online how they lined up. It says it's a 4-2-2. I really don't believe that's what it is. I think it's kind of a revolving door of a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. With Audie being their primary target up front. Looking forward to this week's matchup. Looking at the Cincinnati's missing quite a few people here. Like I said, they had 4-1 loss on their only road campaign this year, and this will be their second road trip of the year, which is tough to get points in MLS on the road. I think they're going to struggle mightily up here, and even if they had their full squad team, like I said, they have 5 people missing this week: Kendall Watson, Alan Cruz, Darren Maddox. Frankie Amaya and Alvis Powell will all be away on international duty. And we also have, in stoppage time, Fernando Adi got a lower body injury, and he hasn't practiced all week, so I'm not suspecting he's going to make the trip up here, especially playing on the turf. I will give you guys one information that I read, digging through some of the Cincinnati's previews for this game. I thought it was, people tend to take a slap at us, playing at Gillette Stadium, and, Kraft as our ownership group. We all want a stadium in Boston. That's hopeful to plan. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. But that they were stating that, Cincinnati's starting to go on a road trip here, and it says in the paper that the poor attendance in the Revs Stadium, setting a first home game of the year with only 13,000 fans, will lead to decreased atmosphere in the stadium, so that the team won't be up as much for it. I think that's just kind of a softening of, we're probably gonna pound them at home this week. I'm thinking it's a 3-1 or 4-1 victory, but we'll get into that. So the Revs, I think, I'm stuck with what they're going to do, a 4-3-3 with that fake forward again, but I'm actually going to go with the lineup this week of a 4-2-3-1. I think we're going to see Farrell inserted back in at right back. Obviously, I think Brad's going to stay in that net. We're going to see Farrell, Tony, Messiaen, and Egger. That's what I think we're going to line up on defense. You're going to have Saicedo and Scotty in the midfield. Up top, we're going to have Pania, Gil, and Diego, and I think you're going to have Teal leading the line. There's a possibility maybe Teal gets a little break this week, and you have Juan Fernando Saicedo enters and gets his first stop. But I think actually we'll probably see him as a second half sub, start building up some of his minutes. Just a couple things quickly touch base on. Rennick's got hurt today on international duty with the under-20s with Tab Ramos. In their friendly against Egypt, he came up pulling his hamstring. Hopefully it's not a long injury. I think most of us know by now Buchanan's going to be out a little bit with reoccurring fracture. It's an old fracture that came back up again. So hopefully, now that they caught it early, I know that Brad had talked about early in the week that, that hopefully that they caught it early and time will heal. I think on the bench, we're going to see Juan again. I think Bai's going to be on the bench. I think it's going to be Jones, Cody, Annie Baba, JFC, and Zahibo. I think that's how we're going to have for a bench this week. And I think it's going to be a 3-1 Revs win. I'd really love to see 4-0, especially sticking it to him after that little, statement that the Cincinnati had in the paper. But they're going to be missing a lot of their guys. I think this week we're going to come home. I think getting that 3 points will be really good. We'll have 4 points through 4 games, and hopefully that kind of sparks us and gets us going. This next homestand and stretch coming up is really important to get the season going in our direction. So hopefully I'll see you guys all Sunday at the game. And again, sorry for the late preview, and go Revs. Thanks, guys.